I just deposited $500 into a new invite-only DEX that has over $7.2 million from its seed round, and nobody is talking about it. It also fits into our 2-in-1 airdrop where you can earn 10x points on TreadFi by running this using the Market Maker bot, and I'm going to go over this all right now. So some quick context for anyone who doesn't know, I'm talking about Rise.Trade or RiseX, and it's a fully on-chain perp DEX, and it's an Ethereum L2 that has backing from Galaxy Ventures with Vitalik on the cap table. So this is a serious team who are building real competitor to some of the other top perp DEXs. And if you've watched my TreadFi videos, this new DEX has already been integrated. And there's a reason I'm telling you to get involved now, or mainly 3 reasons why. So first of all, it is invite only. This is a new perp DEX, as you will see mentioned in my article. It's very hard, or it's a lot harder than you would think to actually get an invite for this kind of platform. Second of all, we have TreadFi bonus points on it right now. So over on TreadFi, you can see in active campaigns, we have this 10x boost, which gives you a crazy extra amount of points, which I will go over very shortly how the Market Maker bot works. And number 3, again, related to TreadFi, that's why I'm making this video. It's 2-in-1. TreadFi Season 1 ends on May the 18th. And this is a huge opportunity for when, we have the snapshot and we can, they'll have the airdrop potential announcements, which could be huge. So the first step is you will need an invite code to Rise.Trade. And the best ways to do this right now are to join the Discord or ask on Twitter. It only took me literally an hour and I had a code. Some people require you to they'll ask you to do a certain amount of volume, but that's fine. But once you are signed up, you will be able to get onto the platform, and that's all you have to do. And once you're on, you are going to have to deposit. So you're going to click this deposit and you are going to want to put some money onto the platform. You can use a range of L2 blockchains. And once you've done that, you are pretty much good to go and start farming this over on TreadFi. So on here, you're going to click over to this wallet icon here, connect perp DEX, select account, RiseX, and use the same wallet you used to connect to Rise.Trade. Obviously, I recommend just MetaMask is easiest for both. Of course, if you're not already signed up to TreadFi, I will have my link in the description, and I also have a dedicated video and article on it as well. So now the bot settings, and this is where it can be confusing if you've not seen it before, or you've seen it mentioned on Twitter and you're just like, what is it? What's the point of doing this? But you can be profitable doing this, and it is a way to get volume on these perp DEXs in one of the lowest risk formats, and the potential to profit if you do know what you're doing. So we are going to head over to this bot. It is public and it's a Market Maker bot. And what it's doing is placing positions on both sides of the high volume coins such as BTC, with buy and sell orders, and very rapidly buying and selling so that we can try and generate some profit, or at least stay neutral. So just to get going, select RiseX. We're going to choose a popular pair. BTC perp is totally fine. Now for margin, you're not going to want to use more than 50% of your available capital on the platform. So for this, I would put an amount such as $100. That would get me $20,000 in volume with 10x leverage. You can put this up to 20. That is totally fine. There would be nothing wrong with this. And to be honest, I could also put that number up to 300. Now for the participation rate, you could have 2 options. You can leave it on normal, or you can put it on aggressive. I just have put it on aggressive. You can see the change in the duration that it takes and the participation rate. Now for the reference price, and this can depend on what kind of price action BTC or whatever coin you're looking at is doing. If we're in an upwards trend, if we're in a sideways trend, or if we are in kind of a volatile trend. So what is recommended, or is, works quite reactive, is grid and this dgrid. And how this works is, grid works by having little price options on both sides of the coin as it moves. As you can see, mean reversion profit. So it goes down, you buy it, and then it goes up a little bit and it sells, and it does this all over the price point. But this dynamic grid is more responsive, and it basically works. It kind of decides based on how the price action is working between, as you can see, grid and R grid, to hopefully lock you in some more profits. Now you do have the grid reset threshold and spread. These are not used when you use the dynamic grid, only when you use grid and R grid. But for this, I recommend 0.125% and leaving the spread where it is. For the stop loss and take profit, I think 10% works fine for both. It's kind of in the middle, it's standard. And once you've done that, to be honest, you can get started. I've ran a bunch of positions on TreadFi, as you can see, and I've had more before. And in my experience, I've ended up, having a small loss every time. I've managed to get a lot of volume on some of them, but I've not managed to be profitable. But it is possible. Many users have done it, and it's by having understanding of how it works, by understanding the settings. With these, we should be fine. I'm just going to lower this to show how it works. But we've got the $200, we've got the 10x leverage, we've got the duration, we've got the settings. All I have to do now is click start trading, or I can save it as presets. And this is going to, again, it's going to be farming TreadFi for us. We're going to be getting those 10x points to move up the leaderboard. And we're also getting volume on this new perp dex, which I think could be worth it. So it's as simple as that. You can see it start running. This will go positive, it will go negative depending on, how the price action when we buy and sell. And as you can see, this cost per 1 million, that's literally how much at the current P&L or your current rate, how much you would spend to get $1 million in volume. You can click on this to get more information around your current active position. And if you ever want to, and you see profit, or you want to close out on the loss or the volume, you are able to click this cancel bot order. But this has started for us. It is now farming all of these airdrops for us as well. So that is all there is to it. I will, of course, update the article of any changes that happen to Rise.Trade platform or happen to TreadFi. But I hope this video is helpful and you sign up and you found a new active airdrop.